One really important aspect of our job is prevention, and you kids can become junior firefighters and help us with that. And maybe even one day you could be the one sitting in this seat being the Deputy Fire Chief at Sandy City Fire Department.
Every minute, somebody in the United States sustains a burn injury that requires treatment, and unfortunately, children are a large statistic. If you've sustained an injury, then to remember the 4 C's. That would be cool it, clean it, cover it, and then call for help if you need assistance. Immediately to cool that area of injury, so place it in cool but not cold water. To clean it if there's any debris on it. So for example, maybe noodles, if there's noodles on the child or the adult, whoever has sustained a scald injury, is to clean that area, to get those noodles off, to remove that heat source, in addition to cooling it, and then to cover it, because when you have a burn injury and you've taken off that top layer of skin, then all your nerve endings are exposed, and so it's super painful. So to be able to cover those nerve endings with a clean cloth or a clean dressing or something, then that decreases the amount of pain that the patient has, and so it helps decrease the anxiety in addition to the pain also. And then to call for help. So at the University of Utah Health, we are happy to take anyone that has sustained an injury, so to call for a provider, because as we think about it, even if you sustain an injury to just your hand, that can cause severe long-term damage in regards to we may not be able to have full use of hands or digits, and oftentimes that's where a scald injury does occur. So to call whoever you need for assistance is really important.
My mom had gotten home from the store and she bought a cup of noodles, and my brother cooked some for me, and he took the lid off, and I asked him to get me a fork, and he tried to put it in the bowl, and then it tipped over and got on my hands and legs. My parents hurried and got me in the shower. I went in the ambulance, and then they took me to the U of U hospital. They said that I was burned and I had to stay there for a little while. So like right here, all over some of my fingers, my thighs, like all around here. And then this thigh was like only right here, and a tiny bit of my stomach. I went home and we had to do wound care twice a day. It hurt a lot. I had to have a skin graft. It's like where they take skin from parts of your body and put it on different parts. I got it right here on my thigh, and they took the skin from like the back of my thigh right here. I had bandages on my graft probably like another 2.5 weeks.
I think that they tried to let the burns heal for probably about 3 weeks, and then they decided that they weren't going to heal any further, so they needed to go and do the skin grafts. And then after that, it was probably another 3 weeks.
I think you should be safe with fires and have an adult help you get food out of the microwave so it doesn't fall on you.
Hi kids, I'm Derek Maxfield. I'm the Deputy Fire Chief for the Sandy City Fire Department, and I hope you've enjoyed the presentation that you've received today. Today you've heard from Kimberly and Lenore, some of our firefighters who have given you some great prevention tips and how to help you avoid scald injuries. And you've also seen in this video a nurse that deals with burned patients, Annette, as well as Madden, who has a personal story with being scalded and burned. I'd just like to add my 2 cents as well about the importance of being safe with scald injuries, and making sure that as you're cooking and doing those things around the stove that you're safe. This is something that we deal with every day as firefighters and paramedics across the nation, and it's something that's preventable. And so we want you to be reminded when you're in there cooking that you're being safe and following the things that Lenore and Kimberly have taught you about being able to see into the microwave and getting a stool if you need to, as well as when you're cooking, making sure an adult's present if possible. And remember that you may have little brothers and sisters that are crawling around at your feet as you cook as well, and they don't understand the danger. So with that, I hope that you guys will continue to be safe and to help us as we do our job trying to help you be safe as well. One really important aspect of our job is prevention, and you kids can become junior firefighters and help us with that by following the simple steps that have been shown you today by Kimberly and Lenore. And as you continue to do that, you can become junior firefighters and eventually go through some of the programs and training that we've gone through, and maybe even one day you could be the one sitting in this seat being the Deputy Fire Chief of Sandy City Fire Department.